Hello and welcome to another vlog. If you guys are new here, hi, my name is Jemmy. So first thing, please excuse the mess in the background. I'm actually doing a book reorganization for my bookshelf, so I need to move some stuff around so I have a place for all my books and as well as an open space to build this big bookshelf that I had. So that's what I'm currently working on, which explains why my hair looks like a hot mess. I was sweating so much from carrying all the books off my shelf and like putting them in a pile. So there's that. I also wanted to do a few updates because I actually unexpectedly took a 2-week break from filming. It was definitely unintentional. I didn't really plan it, but luckily I did have some backlog videos that I was able to edit and upload, so that way I didn't really miss a week. I do think I did miss a week though. I was just so busy, and that was because my friend was actually here to get his LASIK eye surgery done, and he ended up having to stay for about 7 days, which is why I also didn't film. I kind of just wanted to hang out with my friend and just wasn't really in the mood to film. So I just hung out with him and my husband that whole week he was here, and as well as drive him to his follow-up appointments for his eye. So yeah, everything seemed to work out well. He has a month-long recovery. His eyes are fine now. His vision will take about a month to really like adjust. So there's that. He does have to come back again for another follow-up. So he may be here in the next month or so to meet with his doctor. But yeah, so our friend stayed for about a week, which is why I also didn't film as I mentioned. So there's that. The second update that I want to mention is I am currently editing my snow day vlog, and that was a vlog I filmed in December, and that is a vlog that will be the last and final vlog. I believe that my dog will be in it, and it's been very difficult to edit. I just started editing it and I'm having a really tough time, so I might actually take my time editing that video and actually edit other videos that came after that vlog. So the vlogs may feel a little bit out of order. That's because of that reason, so I do apologize for that, but I did want to give you guys a heads up that you may see that snow day vlog somewhere randomly in the summer of this year, because I know it's going to take me a very long time to edit. Just starting it now, I already am emotional, and just even thinking about it, I'm emotional because I know that that is the last vlog for sure, because I don't think I filmed anything after that. And so it's been hard. It's been really hard. So there's that. And moving on to the third and final update, which is the update that you guys are here for, is my reading update. So what did I read in the 2-week break that I took? Absolutely nothing. No, I'm just kidding. So in the last vlog where I talked about how I attended the convention and yada yada yada, I was talking about how I was reading The Raven King by Maggie Stiefvater. This is the last and final book to the Raven cycle, and if you're wondering where my book is, I have no idea. It's somewhere in the pile of books that I have out there in my living room that I'm trying to reorganize. So there's that. But I did finish it. I enjoyed it. I think that I messed up in taking so long in reading this book, because I took so many breaks in between while reading this, because I didn't read it in like a short time frame. I kind of like lost the kind of seriousness and the intensity that the story had. It just kind of happened that way, and so like when the ending happened, I was like, this feels a little lackluster. I was just like, it's alright. I like wish it could have been better, and I feel like that's my fault. Had I read it in 2 to 3 days, I think I would have enjoyed the ending, instead of taking so many breaks and taking me 2 weeks to read it. So I feel like my rating isn't fair, and it's not giving this book justice because of that reason, but I don't feel like going back and rereading it. So at the current moment, it is sitting at a 3. I think I might do a reread of that series and then reevaluate if the ending was just an okay ending or if it's actually a really good ending. So we will see. So that is my current rating for The Raven King. And I did start a book, and I'm currently in the middle of it, and it is a book that I have been very intimidated to get into. I do have the audiobook, and I am reading it physically whenever I have the time. So audiobook on my drive to and from work, and then when I'm at home and I'm not doing something, I'll read it physically. And that is Dracula by Bram Stoker. I've heard so many good things about this book, this classic. Everyone loves it. And I know that it's a dense book, and a lot of vampire stories are obviously, inspired by this classic. I am, as you can see, about halfway through. I'm like about 45% maybe. I'm on page 172. And I'm not gonna lie, I am actually really enjoying it. It is so good. The writing is fantastic. I could feel the intensity, the fear, and being scared while you're reading these people's diaries, and just the confusion, the discomfort, and just the mystery. It feels so real and it's fantastic. I'm like loving it. I didn't expect that I would love it as much as I am right now, because I'm not the biggest fan of classics because I feel like they're very dense. But this one is really good. And I'm going to be real honest, when I was going through high school, I didn't read a lot of classics. I think I've read at most 4. And some of the classics that I have already read, I actually read out of school. Like, I didn't need to read it for school. I think I read like 4 books that were classic for school. I read To Kill a Mockingbird, Old Man and the Sea, 1984, and there was one more that I read that I cannot remember right now. But it's a very common one that we all read. Oh, Of Mice and Men. There we go. And, like, funny enough, The Old Man and the Sea and Of Mice and Men are really, really short books. And then 1984 and To Kill a Mockingbird is a pretty decent sized book. They're not like huge, but pretty decent sized book. So those are the only 4 classics that I read for high school. I didn't even read any other classics in college, and I chose to read other classics on my own. So yeah, so those aren't the only 4 that I've read, but those were the only 4 that I read in high school. And when I was like conversing with my husband and sister, they literally read so many classics in high school, and I'm like, where was I? Like, what the heck? But I still am really enjoying this. I cannot wait to finish it because it is so good. So this is what I'm currently reading, and I am currently listening to the audiobook while I'm reorganizing my shelf, but I think I'm going to take a break from reorganizing because I'm super tired, and I feel like I would not like the reorganization that I did tonight, or the kind of book setups that what are the words that I'm looking for? I'm clearly super tired that, like, I am not making sense at all. I had been sitting here trying to figure out what I was trying to say, and I don't. So there's that. But let me show you the status of my living room so that way you guys can see what it's looking like. So this is the current status of where all my books are. I have so many. So many. And there's still some laying about and around. Like, I have some up here. Obviously, I have 2 books right here. But yeah, so now we're in the room. Let me show you guys what my bookshelf looks like. It's empty right now, but I'll show you guys what I have. So here it is. I couldn't find the 6 tier bookshelf, so I had to go with the 9 cubed bookshelf. So it doesn't match, but that's okay. It also echoes because none of my books are in here. Some of my decorations are right there. But yeah, so that is the current state of my bedroom and living room. It's been a hot mess, but as I was trying to say, I don't think I'm going to organize the bookshelf the best of my abilities tonight because I'm so tired that I'm going to end up changing it in the morning anyways. So I think I'm just going to wait till the morning to reorganize my bookshelf and put it in a way that I am going to like. So there's that, and also to have a better lighting anyways. Granted, though, my bedroom doesn't have the best lighting, and we have no windows in that bedroom besides like a little small window at the very top that looks like a bathroom window. So there's that. I think this is the longest intro that I've had for a vlog, potentially. I don't know, but I am going to go lay down and continue reading Dracula because why not? And enjoy the rest of my night. Also, I cut my finger and I don't know how. So there's that. I also broke 2 nails, so I need to get those fixed. Three. Sorry, three. So I need to get those fixed. So I might schedule an appointment next week at my mom's salon, or the salon that my mom works at, to get my nails fixed because it's been a hassle to try to type at work when like these two don't really align with these two. So I'm like typing all weird and it hurts my fingers. So I gotta do that. So that might be my plan. But I don't know if I'm going to be filming this vlog for like a full week or just the weekend. It is currently Friday right now when I'm filming. So I don't know. Might be something that I do, but we will see. Okay, so it is Saturday. I've spent all morning organizing my books here in the living room. I've been putting them into categories. I am not going to put them on my bookshelf just yet because my husband is currently sleeping and I don't want to wake him up because he actually does work tonight. So I'm going to wait until he wakes up and put my books on the shelf and see where I want to put everything. But let me show you what I have so far. So this is what I have currently. I've sorted all of my hardback books, as you can see. My paperbacks I still need to organize, and these books right here are actually my husband, except for that one. But all my hardbacks are organized in genre, so I have all my normal size hardbacks and then my larger print hardbacks here. So that's how I'm going to separate them because I like by height. It bothers me when like the heights are also different. I understand some people like that. I don't. So I have my hardbacks that are kind of normal print. There are some that are a little bit shorter than others, but that's fine. And then my large print. And I'm going to do the same things for the paperback, except for these ones. I'm not going to do it by height order. I'm going to do it by genre and alphabetical because all paperbacks are printed differently. So there's that. So that's currently what I have done so far. I think I might actually go out to the store to grab some organizational shelves for my bookshelf because I want to have at least 2 to 3 shelves with some decorations. So I might want to do like little extra stands. So I'll see, but I'm not 100% sure if that's what I want to do because I think I have so many books that these are actually going to cover my whole bookshelves, but I'm not 100% sure. So we will see, but I might go and do that, but I might wait because I want to check to make sure like I have enough room before I start putting decorations on, because once I buy those, I can't return them and I won't have any use for them if I don't end up using them. So I might hold off on doing that. I'm not too sure. I did read a little bit more of Dracula. I had to go grab the book, but I did read about 2 chapters last night before I got super tired, and then I ended up listening to the audiobook while I was organizing the books. So I'm pretty far into the book. I want to say I'm about 60% or so through. So I'm having a good time. I'm really liking it, and it's getting intense because it's finally like getting into people's mind, like what is going on, what is happening. So I'm really interested in seeing how the story is going, and honestly, I am so glad that I decided to pick up the audiobook for this and as well as read it, because I would have ended up choosing like maybe a different book, but I saw that the audiobook was available, which is why I ended up picking this. I'm glad that I ended up seeing that Dracula was available because honestly, I don't know when I would have picked it up and I'm glad that I did because, like I said, I'm really enjoying it. It is so good, and this is like one of the few classics that I don't feel like it's dragging out. Like the writing doesn't feel so dense. Like I really am enjoying the writing because it is so immersive, and I feel like I'm the character experiencing what they're experiencing. Like the writing is so good. Like I could feel the fear and the shock. Like I mentioned in the intro when I was telling you about it, like I just am loving it so much. So I'm gonna try to see if I can finish it this weekend while I'm organizing my bookshelf, but who knows? We will see.
I love the way you take it slow. You make this light inside me glow. You're the only one who knows me. Saturate me when I'm gray until all my colors show.
Okay, so I did end up going out and grabbing a few things. I did grab some shelves, and I decided to grab them just in case. And if I don't end up using them, I can use them for something else. So I grabbed shelves that I think I could use for multi-purpose if it didn't work the original way that I wanted. I am finally done organizing my books, including the paperbacks. I decided to do genres, but like loosely. So let me show you. Okay, so here's how it's looking. So I have all of the paperbacks right here. These ones are not in genre because there's a lot of just fantasy and of course some science fiction, but a lot of it is fantasy. So I decided to put all the paperbacks here. I will be putting these two up in the front because they are taller paperbacks. And then I decided to put all my romance together and then classics. So I have all my classics. Obviously, I need to put that over there, and as well as my Dracula one. All these books are actually my husband's, so I need to move them somewhere else. And of course, I have these, which I'll include over here later. They were just a little bit far for me, so yeah. And then obviously that one over there will join these tall ones. But that is so far what I have. And now I just got to organize it on my shelf, and we will see how it looks. As mentioned, my lights just automatically turned on. Okay. As mentioned, I am not doing a full-blown video organization. So you guys are being a part of just me kind of organizing it, and then I'm doing like a short or a reel for my organizational purposes. But I am tired because I have been driving and kind of just chilling. So I think I'm going to relax for a bit. I might grab something to eat, but I'm not 100% sure. My husband just left for work, so there's that. So I have time to move everything into the bedroom. So I'll do that maybe today, maybe tomorrow. I will see, because I have to like kind of plan out my shelf and see like how many books can fit on one shelf, and then kind of calculate if all these are going to fit, or I need to double stack them, which I most likely will have to. And these are just only the books that were in the bedroom, because I have books. I tripped on my book over there. I have books over here that I kind of want to have on my shelf altogether. I also have books that I've been storing in a storage unit. So there's those books. So I need to get those out. So I'll see how many books I have, and then to see if it's going to fit on my shelf, because I do have decorations that I want to put on my shelf. So yeah, we will see. We will see. My books may have to stay in storage, the ones that are already in storage. So there's that. Anyways, that is my update so far. Also, I am about 70% way through Dracula. So I think I may finish it tonight. We will see. I don't know. I have been listening to the audiobook all day, and I think I might need a break from it. I might watch some videos and kind of just chill for a bit. Because I have been like bending up and down, and now I have a headache from doing that so much. So I think I am just going to relax until the headache kind of goes away, and whatnot. Also, I want to show you this cute little toy that I got that I won at the crane game when I was out. Isn't it cute? It has a little bell. Oh, it was so cute. Also, oh, that was loud. Also, when I was out and about, let me tell you that everyone was hella rude. I don't think people understand personal space. I feel like after COVID, everyone like wants to be up against each other, and I'm like, how about you stay away? Then there was a girl that was just like coughing at the bakery all over the bread, and I was just like, dude, like that's disgusting, and can you cover your mouth? And some of the stuff that she was coughing on I really wanted to grab, but she was like coughing all over them, so I decided not to grab any of that because I'm not dealing with the germs. Like, I'm not like a germaphobe, but if you're coughing all over food, yeah, no. And then while I was playing the crane game, someone literally just like shoved me, didn't even say sorry, and was just like, excuse me. Like, I was the one at fault. Ma'am, okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it is for a Saturday that everyone is just acting up. I have no idea. Either way, it was a busy day, and I'm assuming it was busy because this is the day before a holiday. So everyone's like out and about before the holiday because a lot of stores close. So yeah, I also have to charge my Fitbit. It is dying, so I need to go do that. But that is my update so far. If I do any more reading or if I finish my book, I will update you guys some more. Oh my god. I finally finished organizing my bookshelf. I ended up having to double stack a lot of the shelves because I was running out of room and I ended up running out of room. So I didn't have room for any of the boxes that I had in storage, anyways. So luckily, I didn't pull any of those out. Those are going to stay in storage for now until either we get a bigger place or we make room. One or the other. I highly doubt we're going to make any room. Most likely, when we move, I will get more shelves. So we'll see. But let me show you guys my bookshelf and what it looks like. So here's what it looks like. I know part of my bed is covering the last 3 shelves. So starting at the top, I have my large print editions of my Rick Riordan books that will not fit on the shelf. So they're here. And then I have my special editions of the Percy Jackson series. So I have the new cloth bound signed edition that came out recently. And then another one that came out a while ago. And then obviously these are the Bookish Box Percy Jackson edition, which I decided to display the sprayed edges instead of the spine, but I really like the spine as well, so I might flip them from time to time. We'll see. And then I obviously have the Manhattan spine ones. Over here is my One Piece collection, or some of it. So I have like the box sets, DVDs, some sodas, some other things that I got. And then over here is some gifts that I got from my friends and my husband. And then I have the Sailor Moon, I guess pendants, staffs that Sailor Moon has. And then this is from Fairy Tale. These are all the keys that Lucy has, so I have that. And then moving obviously to the top row, these are all my Percy Jackson Rick Riordan books over here. I do have some in the back over there, so these are my paperback versions of the Percy Jackson series. So I have all that, and then I have my contemporary and then romance all the way over to then I want to say this is fantasy all the way down to over here. Then I believe we get into historical fiction and then horror, mystery, and as well as sci-fi and dystopian. And then all these are my paperback versions, or not versions, but all my paperbacks are down here. I do have decorations intermittent through
And then here are all my video games. So they're not books, but they're all my video games. And then my romance. These are all my romance. And then there is my classics. I can't believe I have so many classics that I actually had to double stack my classics because I have some behind those. I do have these top two shelves all double stacked besides the decoration shelves. So there's that. I also believe I have one of these double stacked, I want to say. But this is how my bookshelf is looking. It might change from time to time. We will see, but I'm pretty sure this is the final look of it. Maybe minor changes here and there. I do have them alphabetized at some places. It is not, due to trying to get the books to fit on the shelf. So I had to flip some books around so that they would fit so I can get more on these shelves. Granted, if I get rid of the decorations on my shelf, I could definitely fit more books, but I have no place to put them, so they are going to be here for now. I really like how my shelves turn out. I do want to film in front of these when I do have more lighting because this light absolutely sucks. And this is the only window we have in this room, and it is tiny. No light comes through that window at all. So I'm really loving this. I really enjoy how this looks. I actually wanted to put more books on the top of here, but I didn't have enough like collector's edition type books that I want to have display over here. So I decided to display some of the collections that I have that I've purchased from my love of anime. So now I have my beautiful living room back. A few books that I do need to put away and whatnot. They are my husband's, so I need to find some room on this shelf to put those away. But I am done reorganizing my bookshelf. I should really edit my videos so that I have one ready for Monday. But I want to finish my book, Dracula, and then I'll probably go and edit since I don't have anything tomorrow, so I can stay up late today. That is the plan, and I'm going to clean up a little bit around the apartment because I've made a total mess over here, so yeah.
Okay, so I'm here with an update. I know I said that I was going to update you guys when I finish Dracula. I have not finished Dracula. I have about this much pages left, so about 100 or so pages, and I just wanted to hop on because I want to just get out my frustration with you guys. So I was really enjoying this. I love the writing. I thought the writing was so good and it wasn't as dense as other classics that I have read. Well, now that I'm in the last half of the book, it is starting to get super dense, which I think is so odd to me because usually the beginning is where a lot of the dense writing is at because there's a lot of information, over explanation, kind of getting you into the story. This one, however, wasn't. It was so good. There was just so much beautiful writing at the beginning. And now I feel like towards the end, there's a lot of repetitive information that could have been taken out of the story. It's not very much needed. Like, I could understand through the context of some of the diary entries that I knew what was going on. I don't need other people's point of views and other diary entry to really see what's going on. So I just feel like a lot of the information could have just been removed, but I do understand that I was trying to give you the different point of views and the different outlook and aspect of how the characters think and stuff like that. But honestly, it wasn't necessary, and I feel like they're going through a ton of hoops just to finish off what they need to do in the story. And I just feel like, why is this necessary? Like, I understand that Dracula is a very calculated person, he's very smart, but like, everything that's going on, it's like, okay, I get it, but like, can we hurry this up? Because you're just making extra tasks for yourself as a group. And I feel like it's a bit overkill. And also, I really love Mina as a character. I feel like she's very, very mature and very smart compared to the guys in the story. Like, she's so intelligent, and I really like her character. So another complaint that I have, I did not mention this in my other updates because I totally forgot about it until I was writing in my reading journal, But there's a scene in here where they were doing blood transfusion and literally they were just using anybody's blood. And I'm sitting here thinking, that is not how that works. Um, from someone who has a little bit of science background and took a class regarding DNA and biology, blood doesn't work like that. But still, just like when I read that, I'm like, that's not how it works. Just saying. That is my little complaint that I have about this, and I'm kind of sad because like this was really leaning towards a 5-star for me, but the ending is getting me a little bit bored that I'm actually falling asleep and not really wanting to like finish this. At the beginning I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? I'm like so entertained. Now I'm just like, hurry up, get on to the point. And it sucks because I was so much enjoying the beginning of this book and the middle. It's just towards the last half, the climax of the story, I'm just like, it's fallen flat for me. That's my opinion right now. I'm gonna still try to finish this. It's probably gonna take me an hour or so to finish the rest of this. I'm just, I kind of want to skim read it, but then like I don't. So we will see. In hindsight, I probably should have filmed this update in front of my newly organized bookshelf, but I don't have a good setup in there, so we're in my usual spot that I do updates for. Since you guys are seeing me sitting here, that means that I have finished Dracula by Bram Stoker, and I liked the ending. Even though it dragged out quite a lot, I did like the way that it ended because at least the ending didn't drag out like I was anticipating it would. It ended pretty quickly and I liked it. I'm glad a fight scene was not dragged out to eons, so I'm happy about that. And honestly, I really did enjoy this a lot more than I thought I was going to. I thought that I was going to like it like how you like a classic, you appreciate the story and that it was a nice read. I personally really did enjoy this, and I think this is a really good classic for people to read because the writing isn't so dry like I thought it was going to be. But of course, towards the end, it was a bit dry due to the fact that it was so repetitive. But I think this is a really good classic for people to kind of get into since Dracula is such a well known story and it is a well known classic. And I personally really do enjoy the writing. So I really did enjoy this, and I think people who aren't fans of classic would enjoy this very, very much. So I give this a 4.5 star, and this one also checks off a goal of me reading a classic for the year. So I'm so happy about that. I'm trying to read more classic in my life. Slowly but surely I am, and I enjoy this very, very much. As of right now, I do not have a next book in line, so when I do pick something out, I'll let you guys know. But for the rest of the night, I'm not going to be reading. I am going to actually probably update my reading journal and as well as start editing because I am super behind on my editing as always. So that is going to be the rest of the night task until I go to bed, which it is 11:53, so it's almost midnight. I might actually head to bed and then edit tomorrow. We will see. But yeah, that is my update.